Welcome to ATB-TV. I'm Darren Dance here with Peter Morganti and Ballarat Turf Club, just in the tie-ups. Peter, I'm going to hand over to you to sing all the horses happy birthday on August 1.
Please. Nay.
Away you go. Come on, you've been practicing all morning.
Can't sing, can't even sing in the shower.
Can't sing, can't dance.
Don't like dancing if can't sing.
Well, it is the horse's birthday, Pete.
It is,
it's hard to believe another season has come and gone.
Yep, another successful season for us.
Yeah, it's been a good year. So, well, let's talk about the season. We didn't make the magical 50.
No.
Due to lack of performance during July. 2 winners for the month.
2 in June and I think it was 8 in May.
Must have had a heap of placings, seconds and thirds and fourths in July.
Big May, we took off at the 600, we didn't finish off, Darren. We did have a 50, that was seconds, 57. I think that we were slaughtered back around Christmas time. We had 3 or 4 horses run about 8 or 9 seconds between them. So, Look, that's the game though, isn't it? Like, you'd probably like to have your wins over and above your second and thirds, but unfortunately this year it was 46 wins, 57 seconds and 46 thirds.
Yeah, amazing, isn't it?
It's nearly like 45 of our 100 runners are top 3, and I went through and there was a good number of fourths and fifths too.
Yeah, I thought what really killed us in July was probably the tracks. Getting onto these synthetics and horses not handling it, and it's been well documented about how much kickback there was and how horses do and don't handle it. So, that's all because we've had a proper winter.
Yeah.
Probably, in the 25 years we've been at Manningtree Park, this would be up there with the top 3 wettest winters I've seen. I think since May we've recorded 12 inches of rain.
It's unreal, isn't it?
12 inches of rain. Now, coming into April, it was warm and it was dry and it was looking pretty desperate, and then all of a sudden someone turned the tap on and it really only got turned off this week. So I notice there's more rain forecast for next week. So I think probably in July when we go back, if you went back through all the runners, you'd find there'd be a lot of horses that either couldn't find a race, couldn't find a suitable race, got forced into running them on synthetic or running them on heavy tracks when maybe like Write Your Name wasn't really suited to the heavy tracks. He's gone out. Connery couldn't find the right race late in the season. Horses like Condover Hall, Lady Mathke just couldn't find the right suitable races for them. And they should have been, a lot of those horses should have won 1 or 2.
And the other side of it too, we had a couple of our wet trackers that, we'll talk about one in a minute, that retired that we thought, likes of Silverstrata, could have won a race or 2, never got there. Had the best winter that he could have ever had in his career.
We got the wet year, but unfortunately his best was beyond him. Anyway, that's the way it goes. I won't swap an extra 4 winners for a wet season. No. I'll take the rain every day of the week. So we're going to have a bumper spring out there, and I know, like when I look through the Hunter Valley and up into Queensland, it's pretty dry, Pete. They're still in a lot of trouble up there, but Victoria's going to have a bumper spring.
I was just going to say, I drove to Horsham yesterday and the crops there, and there's 50 and 100 metres of water lying through paddocks, and you wouldn't have seen that in years.
No,
then you go, the dams are running into the paddocks, so, we're complaining about the wet tracks around here.
It does have an
farmers
impact.
Be loving it.
Yeah, it does have an impact on the horses. So, who knows, next year it mightn't rain at all.
No, that's right.
So just talking about the season that's just done, I'm going to ask you about your 3 highlights for the season.
3 highlights. Well, just going back to those 46 winners, it's pleasing that 14 of those were city winners.
Yep. So is that a highlight?
No, not yet. Of which there was a listed win, which was Yogi's Sandown Cup.
Yep.
There was a Group 3 win, which was, I think, the Kevin Hayes for Crack the Code.
Yep.
I think that might cover the stakes side of it. Obviously, there's a few placings. Serious Suspect, a couple or a placing, and Yogi had a couple of other placings and ran in 3 consecutive Group 1s, which, while he didn't feature in the money there, it's still a big achievement to get a horse through that grade. I think his Sandown Cup win was the highlight for me, was the fact that we're able to showcase that to about 300 owners at our Christmas party, and the roar that went up in that tent when he marched home in the last 150 was...
You'd have the footage here to show, wouldn't you?
We've got that. There was footage of the people watching it also that here with the cheers and all that, so I'll put that up now.
Come on, Yogi.
Yep, you ready?
Yep.
Welcome to ATB-TV. I'm Darren Dance here with Peter Morganti and Ballarat Turf Club, just in the tie-ups. Peter, I'm going to hand over to you to sing all the horses happy birthday on August 1.
Please. Nay.
Away you go. Come on, you've been practicing all morning.
Can't sing, can't even sing in the shower.
Can't
Darren.
sing, can't dance.
Don't like dancing and can't sing.
Well, it is the horse's birthday, Pete.
It is,
It's hard to
yeah.
believe another season has come and gone.
Yep, another successful season for us.
Yeah, it's been a good year. So, well, let's talk about the season. We didn't make the magical 50
No.
due to lack of performance during July. 2 winners for the month.
And 2 in June, and I think it was 8 in May.
Must have had a heap of placings, seconds and thirds and fourths in July.
Big May, we took off at the 600. We didn't finish off, Darren. No, we did have a 50. That was seconds, 57. I think that we were slaughtered back around Christmas time. We had 3 or 4 horses run about 8 or 9 seconds between them. So, look, that's the game though, isn't it? Like, you'd probably like to have your wins over and above your second and thirds, but unfortunately this year it was 46 wins, 57 seconds and 46 thirds.
Yeah, amazing, isn't it?
It's nearly like 45 of our 100 runners are top 3, and I went through and there was a good number of fourths and fifths too.
Yeah, I thought what really killed us in July was probably the tracks. Getting onto these synthetics and horses not handling it, and it's been well documented about how much kickback there was and how horses do and don't handle it. So, that's all because we've had a proper winter.
Yeah.
Probably, in the 25 years we've been at Manningtree Park, this would be up there with the top 3 wettest winters I've seen. I think since May we've recorded 12 inches of rain.
It's unreal, isn't it?
12 inches of rain. Now, coming into April, it was warm and it was dry and it was looking pretty desperate, and then all of a sudden someone turned the tap on, and it really only got turned off this week. So I notice there's more rain forecast for next week. So I think probably in July when we go back, if you went back through all the runners, you'd find there'd be a lot of horses that either couldn't find a race, couldn't find a suitable race, got forced into running them on synthetic or running them on heavy tracks when maybe like Write Your Name wasn't really suited to the heavy tracks. He's gone out. Connery couldn't find the right race late in the season. Horses like Condover Hall, Lady Mathke just couldn't find the right suitable races for them. And they should have been, a lot of those horses should have won 1 or 2.
And the other side of it too, we had a couple of our wet trackers that, we'll talk about one in a minute, that retired, that we thought, likes of Silver Strata, could have won a race or 2, never got there. Had the best winter that he could ever had in his career.
We got the wet year, but unfortunately his best was beyond him. Anyway, that's the way it goes. I won't swap an extra 4 winners for a wet season. No. I'll take the rain every day of the week. So we're going to have a bumper spring out there, and I know, like when I look through the Hunter Valley and up into Queensland, it's pretty dry, Pete. They're still in a lot of trouble up there, but Victoria's going to have a bumper spring. Sorry.
I was just going to say, I drove to Horsham yesterday, and the crops there, and there's 50 and 100 metres of water lying through paddocks, and you wouldn't have seen that in years.
No,
then you go, the dams are running into the paddocks, so we're complaining about the wet tracks around here.
It does have an
farmers
impact.
be loving it.
Yeah, it does have an impact on the horses. So who knows? Next year it might rain at all.
No, that's right.
So just talking about the season that's just done, I'm going to ask you about your 3 highlights for the season.
3 highlights. I'll just go back to those 46 winners. It's pleasing that 14 of those were city winners.
Yep. So is that a highlight?
No, not yet. Of which there was a listed win, which was Yogi's Sandown Cup.
Yep.
There was a Group 3 win, which was, I think, the Kevin Hayes for Crack the Code.
Yep.
I think that might cover the stakes side of it. Obviously, there's a few placings. Serious Suspect, a couple are a placing, and Yogi had a couple of other placings, and ran in 3 consecutive Group 1s, which, you know, while he didn't feature in the money there, it's still a big achievement to get a horse through that grade. I think his Sandown Cup win was the highlight for me, was the fact that we're able to showcase that to about 300 owners at our Christmas party, and the roar that went up in that tent when he marched home in the last 150 was...
You'd have the footage here to show, wouldn't you?
We've got that. There was footage of the people watching it also, that him and the cheers and all that, so I'll put that up now for a look.
Yeah, well, that's certainly got their hearts pumping.
Yeah, great to coach. That was just...
She's been a good man.
Well, it was a well thought out plan. We knew she had a lot of ability, and just the way Mick placed her from the benchmark 70, I think it was, on Christmas Eve or roundabout, through to the Kevin Hayes, and yeah, bang, bang, bang. 3 bullets, fired them all and hit the target.
Yep.
Obviously she's come back good just in the last couple of weeks. I think Serious Suspect's been, you know, obviously we've had on the low lights, the Darren Weir saga was one that really, well, set us 3 months of unplanned activity, and look, I think we got through it all okay, and he's one horse that come out the other side and has done a really good job with Saab. I mean, a listed placed horse that probably can get to that level, maybe Group 3 in time, outspelling him, but to get the win at Flemington was an emotional day for Saab, but a great day for the owners.
Yep.
That's a highlight. I think that's 3 now, isn't it?
That's 3,
yeah, that'll do. Look, I think just winning races and seeing some of the happy owners. I think the Guthrie family. I was up there at Echuca when safety dance won, and you just love the smiles on the faces. Yeah. They go away happy, you know, and that's what the game's about. If you can get winners, you're always happy.
Yep.
So that's probably mine. That's where I.
Good for you. Glad you had some highlights.
Yep.
Well, I'd have to say that obviously one of the highlights for me has been probably the rise of some of these young trainers that we're involved in. Just seeing some of them, you know, cutting their career and cutting their teeth into their career. Some of these young up-and-coming trainers. I would think most of them were just going along pretty comfortable prior to February, and then when this, you know, unfortunately 600 horses had to be reallocated, you know, that took a bit of work and a bit of planning, but the beneficiaries of that are a lot of these younger trainers, whether they're in Ballarat or not, but to see someone like Mitch Freedman really starting to kick some goals, Daniel Bowman, good young trainer, he's got a couple of really nice young horses, starting to kick some goals. Paul Prushka's certainly been a trainer that's risen and shown that he's a proper trainer, with an Adelaide Cup winner and a Wangoon winner, and you know, just the way he goes about it, the talks, he certainly does remind you of a young Darren Weir. He's obviously going to be an elite trainer.
Similarities are unreal. Farriers, horsemen.
Yep. You know. And then, you know, you see some of the older trainers, or when I say older, but they've been around a while, kicking goals, you know, Robbie Griffiths, you know, Danny O'Brien, Nick Price has teamed up with Michael Kent Jr. I think Matty Williams has really had a good season, and he's a very important part of the Mick Price, Michael Kent Jr. operation. And of course, you know, Saab, he's probably infectious with enthusiasm, and you know, he's done a really good job with Serious Suspect, as you say. So I think just now that we're dealing with, you know, Matt Kamani, Archie Alexander, 20 odd trainers, you get a different insight into how they all go about it. They all go about it differently, and sometimes you read what they're doing and you think to yourself, why they're doing that, or why do they trial them week apart when we used to trial them fortnightly? But everyone trains differently. They're all passionate. They all love what they do, and most of them are probably pretty good at it. And their communications, most of them are pretty good.
Which is high on our importance. And look, having just through the filming trials and being close enough to it without being, you know, in the hair, you do see the different ways they go about it. But at the end of the day, they're the same aim, you know, to get the horse there fit as they can and in the best shape to perform.
Well, they all tell me they're expectation management.
Yeah.
They've got an expectation management company. That's what a horse trainer is.
Expectation.
You've got to manage owners' expectations.
Yeah, well, that's right. Well,
and they all do it pretty well in their own right.
Yeah.
Obviously David Hayes is going to win the premiership. We've had horses there. He's got a massive operation. Robbie Griffith's got a big operation. They've all invested a lot of money in the game, haven't they?
Yeah.
And I think that's a highlight. It's just the exposure to these other people and getting to know them and how they work.
Yeah.
I think we've probably learned a lot.
Yeah, no, for sure. Learn a lot about them and just other things.
We mightn't like everything we've learned, Pete.
Well, I don't mean
pretty much they go pretty good, our trainers, don't they?
Yeah, we can't complain too much at all. And I think the owners have enjoyed a different experience with a lot of them too. Forced experiences.
We haven't mentioned Karen Maher and David Eustace. They've taken on the Darren Weir operation here. It's a massive exercise, but you ring them up, they answer the phone, they want to have a chat. They couldn't be more pleasant to deal with. They've done a pretty good job on Yogi, I reckon.
Yeah, terrific job.
To win that.
And I think it's a really important point. When one trainer's had hold of a horse for 3 or 4 years, he just goes about doing it as if it's second nature to him. If a bit of maintenance needs to be done, they just do it.
They know.
These trainers have had to pick up the horse, 4 legs and a head and everything else, but they've had to try and learn all the little bits and pieces along the way. And I reckon that's a big point on why, at the end with Yogi, the Sydney Cup run was disappointing, but it came to light that a few little issues popped up. They took 2 months just to settle it all down, sort it out, and proof's in the pudding with his next 2 runs.
So therefore I would ask you this question. The fact that we had to reallocate about 30 horses, how many wins do you reckon that cost us in the second half of the season? Cost us wins not because they couldn't train, but because they didn't know the horse. They had to wind back, relax, and try and learn about the horse. And it does take time to understand each horse. Like you say, Darren Weir knew him inside out. He had him and he knew what to do. At the end of the day, a new trainer gets it, got to figure it out, got to work out when it's fit, got to work out when it's happy, got to assess its runs. Maybe, do you think it cost us 6 wins?
Cost us getting 50.
4.
No, minimum cost us 50. So
I reckon it cost 10.
Yeah, look, we would have got to 50 and look...
But I would say now they've learned about those horses.
Yeah, well look...
We'll benefit in the spring.
Captain Harry, Mitch took his time early.
Done a great job.
Benefited now. Saab a little bit was serious suspect, just getting to know him. We got a win, probably could have been a couple. Ransom Money would probably achieve what we thought with him.
I think Mitch has done a great job.
Yeah,
Captain
but you're
Harry
right. There was a period where a lot of them didn't race for 6 weeks and they were in training. They probably could have ran a couple of times.
Well, they would have, wouldn't they? They would have had 3 starts and probably won a couple of races. So
yeah, you're right. It's a bit hard to measure the number, but we would have been talking about...
Certainly been impacted by it.
Yeah, for sure.
Certainly been impacted by it. But at the end of the day, I think we had a good year. I mean, the highlights are obviously Cracked the Code, winning that group race. Ransom Money gave me a thrill with his wins. Young Jess Egan done a great job. I could stand here and talk about it for an hour, but... 2, and I
did think of them earlier and I just forgot. Back-to-back, fortnight apart, Metropolitan doubles. We had Yogi and Crack the Code. And then we had, and then Crack the Code and Social Spin.
Yep, well he's a forgotten horse, isn't he?
Yeah, well, I'll put another bit of vision up here.
He trialled up here during the week against Galo Shop.
Galo Shop, who's a rising 9-year-old, last been seen winning, in fact running second in the Queen Elizabeth to Wicks back in April of last year. And around the home corner under a good hold leads the 3-year-old Social Spin, winner of a couple of races during the summer months at 3-year-old level at Flemington and at Caulfield last seen in the autumn stakes behind Hawkshot where it ran 5th. These 2 horses work together with Galo Shop on the inside of Social Spin, and they go to the line with Galo Shop head in front of Social Spin after their work.
So he looks
like...
Galo
Shop had his measure, didn't he?
Yeah,
what do you reckon?
They're different stages. I know...
do you think he was just kidding?
Matt was happy for him to chase Galo Shop and just, get the final line. And he's strong. He's not far off racing. I think it's the 24th. He'll have a trial.
one's on a Cox Plate mission and one's trying to win a benchmark 90.
Yeah,
But I think he goes good.
just turned 4, is probably all ahead of him.
All right. Well, let's go back and have a look at the few runners that we did have over the last week.
Yeah, so I get to...
There wasn't many, Pete.
No, Mildura, French Fizz, ran 4th. Just got to learn to just temper her ways of fraction, and I think the training's going to be lifted a little bit with her.
Well, I think this illustrates what we're talking about. She was Darren Weir's final winner
Yep.
before he went on his holiday. And I think it was about run number 6 that she won at.
Yeah.
And the year she is second up, still way too fresh, over racing, grabbing the bridle,
Yep.
not settling, being her own worst enemy. Her runs have been good, but I think now, as you say, they've realised they need to step her work up and they need to race her more frequently. And just get that edge off her so she does travel and she can give a good kick and she'll pay her way.
Spoke to Harry Coffey at wherever it was on the weekend, and he said the same. He said, look, she's nearly doing everything right, but until she does, she won't be finishing off the races as strong as you like. So I think they're going to drop her back. She can run 1200, but she's just too fresh for it now. I think.
If she was at the Olympics, she'd have to go in the 50-metre fly because she just jumps and goes flat out.
Look,
she needs to learn how to swim 200 metres.
If you
Just
get it-
relax, get in a rhythm and finish off.
if you can get it right, her great asset is she'll put herself into the races.
in the right spot. It'll happen. They'll sort it out.
Saturday we had 2 at Caulfield. Collectible, terrific again for 3rd.
Oh, look, she's busting to win a race. I can't believe, 1, the odds they put up, and 2, that she just can't get a barrier.
It is.
She's always out wide. She's always covering more ground than the winners, and she's getting beat somewhere between a length and a half and 3 lengths. I know what's going to happen, Pete. She's going to draw a gate and she's just going to go bang one gate. But we won't be getting $4 a place.
No.
I think everyone's woken up now that she's the real deal.
A few of the I'd get on and that I think even last week they coupled her up with a couple, so she's over the odds.
I felt like saying they should call it get on slowly because it seems taking a few weeks to work out which ones are the good
She's
ones.
certainly one of the winners that we thought we would have got along the way, but she, like I said, bad luck, bad barriers. So, Little Angel Lass, come to the end of her prep.
She's home in the paddock.
Yeah, she had a good prep.
She had a lot of races.
No luck.
Yeah, a lot of racing and wide gates and against the boys and tried her over 14 and
I think that was the worst thing.
I think the quick backup at Sandown when she ran second, she probably should have went to the paddock after that, but she's just such a tough animal.
Yeah.
You could run her 4 times in a week and she'd still eat.
Yeah, the racing calendar was never suitable for her.
No. And we thought she might be a wet tracker, but I think I've got a feeling now she might be a top of the ground horse.
Yeah. I'm trying to think what day this was now. I think it was last Sunday I went to Bendigo with Serious Deal.
Yep.
Plans were to be a bit more positive on this horse.
Well, we got beat by a real good one, didn't we?
Yeah, well, Archie's won by about 8.
7.
Yeah. Archie actually thanked us after the race for being the pacemaker.
Good on him.
I said, I'll send you the bill.
Yes.
Anyway, look, Serious Deal, he
Just that.
rode it. Now get rolled at 600. The horse struggled the last 200.
If you're wondering why I'm moving around so much is I can't feel my feet.
It's cold, isn't it?
Oh, jeez.
I'd hate to be a horse because we're in the bloody tie-up area here. Yeah, concrete jungle.
Yeah, look, he's just battling. He's probably 6 months away.
Yeah.
He's probably just a bit immature. So anyway, he'll have another run over 2,000. I'm not sure he handles the wet. I'm not sure he's.
I'm dead set sure he's a summer type horse.
Yeah, and, he needs to get on top of the ground if he's going to win races.
As we sit here and as we finish
off.
this, I'm
You're
going to
off.
go to Pakenham.
You love it.
Second home, Pakenham.
You love going down there, don't you? Fighting through the traffic.
4 o'clock race. It's going to be good fun coming home.
You'll be home by 8.
Tuning in the SEN, listening to the drive home or whatever they call it on the radio. But we've
I
got
don't miss those days.
no. This is our first runner for the year, Darren, or season.
Can we get a winner on our birthday?
Yeah, hopefully ransom money. Hopefully a few candles.
Can we go 1 for 1? 100% winner to run away.
We've got to knock off a Hayes odds on him.
Yeah,
Well,
is it any good?
we finished third to it last time, and we gave it links and mode.
Who's on ours?
Jared Fry, gate 2.
He's due, Fry.
Yeah.
He started off good, but he's gone quiet for his Pete.
Yeah,
Are you going to remind him of that?
no, I have a few times. He had a couple of greyhounds win the other day, and I gave him a photo for nothing. I said, the reward for this, mate, is a winner in a couple of weeks.
You'll be getting those back if he's still.
Yeah, look, gets his chance, gate 2. I think Mitch is hoping he's in the first 3 or 4.
Yep.
1 out, 1 back. produce him at the top of that straight and hopefully can mow him down.
Oh, well, he's a great each way chance.
He reckons he's going as good as he's been all prep, so
Okay.
fingers crossed there. That'd be nice to have that
1 for 1.
1 for 1. Look, not too much more to. There's nothing over the weekend.
So we know how to run as
Monday.
Chuka, don't we?
Yeah, Monday, not 100% sure because that was the Geelong meeting, transferred to Echuca.
Yep.
Periscope at Geelong sounded better than Periscope at Echuca just because of the dynamics of the track. So Paul's just going to weigh it up, but there is a 4 days later at Donald, which would be an easier assignment but on a better track in terms of spacious. So
Sure.
both miles. And that was 17.
So what are you saying? He's unlikely to run a Chuka?
Probably
Or he hasn't made up
50-50, hasn't made up his mind. He
Okay.
said the horses are working
Just
really
going
well.
okay?
Yeah, just going okay. We won't get too carried away. And Lady Macfie's the other one. Now,
She's entered for the Chuka and Warrnambool.
yeah, so it's a bit of a...
Whoever gets the wettest track, she'll be going.
I'd be having $100 on saying Warner would be wetter than a Chuka.
Yeah. Well, it's going to rain late
Yeah.
next week, so
Yeah, and that's all I know because Tuesday is Wodonga. I hope
yeah,
got nothing there. And Wednesday's Cranbourne.
yeah.
Yeah, look,
Gamay,
trialled nicely yesterday, but I think another trial.
another trial, is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
So light muster this week.
St. Jackal trialled this morning. Nice
Went
trial.
fair, went
Very fair. You'll temper him down a bit.
Oh, I know Cole's watching. He's up there in
Wet crap cold.
Byron Bay in his motorhome.
I bet he's not shivering like me.
No, he said he's got to buy ice every day to make sure the beer's cold.
I do cold.
We'd be heating our beer up. Hot toddy. Yeah, I think, and now Captain Harry, he'll be in next week, will he?
Yeah, there's a...
You're shivering.
Oh, yeah, I told you, mate. This bloody pole will lead it up. It was a Bendigo race, wasn't it? I think it was.
He's coming up.
78.
Crack the Code's coming up.
Yeah. So they're all going to be
Collectibles coming up.
talk about them next week. So
Yep. So
It's a
we'll be a
pretty
bit
long
quiet this week. And let's hope you can get the job done today, Peter.
1 for 1, and that's my best bet. How'd yours go last week?
Oh, one well.
What
Scales
was
of
it?
Justice.
Oh, what was it?
Brandon.
Yeah,
Oh,
gee.
tip Scales of Justice.
Be nice if it was in the fluoro
I
colours.
told them all the odds on couldn't win that race, those boys.
Yeah.
They should send me a check. I don't know who I tipped. Someone that got beat.
Wasn't collectible.
So what's the list? Who was it? Oh, it was French Fizz.
Oh, it was too, yeah.
And collectible for the place, wasn't it?
Yeah, I said Argent last week.
Yeah, well, you're a good
I
judge.
smashed her. We got ransom, but look, to be fair, we can have a rest this week.
No, we can't tip.
We got
It's got one horse.
Yeah.
We got your best bet in today. Well,
Well,
that's all I've got.
I've chased a trainer up during the week, Darren.
So we got a little interview here with Matty Williams, who's been a long time trainer for ATB.
Provided some of the best moments in racing for us.
First horse we sent him was a Luxurious.
I don't know if that was the first one. It's the first I had anything to do with.
Anyway, but
Back-to-back country sprint.
if we sent him any earlier than that, we don't want to talk about it. We're obviously no good.
No.
But Matty Williams has been a good friend to ATB for a long time, and here's a little insight.
Matty Williams here, one of the ATB trainers. Matthew, just going right back, how did your interest in racing all come about?
We had ponies when we were a kid at an uncle's property, Wangoon, which is the current property that we train at. So it was just a sort of paddocks with the dairy and that there, and we grew up sort of with ponies and going through the pony club scene.
Obviously along the way you would have done times with different trainers across the board before you branched out by yourself, just a few of those trainers?
Yeah, I was very fortunate early. We had a good break with Tony Noonan and Quinton Scott. They were very good to us early. We used to do a lot of pre-training there. And then Tony's numbers cut back and we started doing a lot for Brian Mayfield-Smith. And we've worked for a lot of different trainers over the years, and currently we've got a good relationship with Mick Price.
Your base at Wangoon, just give us a bit of a brief of what's there and what you can offer owners, etc.
Very fortunate now with our facilities. We train on 50 acres, and then we've got a 90-acre spelling farm over the road. We've got water walkers set up, walkers, dry walkers, treadmills, swimming pools. There's 78 boxes there, and 22 day paddocks, which we put them out in during the day. So we've basically worked on setting that up over the last 15-20 years.
A bit of a point of difference, obviously the beach is a great tool for Warrnambool trainers.
Yeah, big plus for us, the Warrnambool Beach. So we take 2 trucks down there each morning, and for recovery sessions after gallops or build-up work when you just want to get that sand work and a bit of rushing in the ocean. And cross the fingers, very close to getting the sand dunes back. So that'll be a big plus again, another tick for Warrnambool.
Point of view of highlights and what you look, to be a successful year in terms of numbers.
Highlights for us have been, well, certainly Oxurius, the ATB horse winning the Wongoom handicap. Obviously training at Wongoom and your local May Carnival, that was a big thrill. And he was good enough to win a Topaz and a Spring Stakes in Adelaide as well. Turned around, was a good horse for us. He won the Eclipse Stakes at Sandown. And then winning a race on Melbourne Cup Day with Flying Tessie was a big thrill back when you're really trying to build a team, and even just getting the Metropolitan winner was a big thrill. But then to win one on Melbourne Cup Day was great.
From a point of view of where you sit now, you're comfortable with the way the stable's set up and just to continue rolling on similarly for the next few seasons?
Yeah, we sort of have a team of around 50 horses, and I just think that works well for us. I can keep that in my mind and keep track of it. I think when you're sort of getting bigger than that, you sort of start to rely on foremen and other people more so. So 50 is a good number for us, and I wouldn't like to sort of expand too much on that. Obviously, you're always just looking to upgrade quality if you can, and have a better class of horse.
Yeah. Connection with ATB, just rolling back, how did all that unfold?
Many years ago, we used to do a lot of pre-training with the babies and that after they'd been broken in. And then, Darren gave us a couple of horses that had been with previous trainers and had injuries. And so got a bit of a break that way. And then, had some luck with Oxurius, and we've had, quite a few winners over the years. So it's been a good connection for sure.
From a personal point of view, you got any preference training sprinters or stayers, or is it just like to be rounded?
Whatever can win races.
And just finally, I've asked all the trainers this, Melbourne Cup, Cox Plate.
I'll go Cox Plate just because we've got Galo Chop heading there this year, so fingers crossed we can get there in one piece and have a good result.
Excellent. Thanks, Matty.
Williams.
Beetroot. I didn't ask him how that nickname came about, but it's fairly obvious.
Yes. I can tell you a few stories about a few tricks we played on him back in the day, but that mightn't be fair.
I do sort of half remember some of those.
He put a big sign out the front of his place one day called Beetroot Stables.
Yeah. Oh, that's right.
Didn't see the funny side of it in him.
One of the Warrnambool Carnivals.
On his open day. Yeah. We've done a few tricks. Anyway, look, we're going to wrap it up here. Looking forward to the spring.
Yep.
Looking forward to getting the, so we've got the Ashes test starting tonight.
See that?
So we're going to be a bit tired. The AFL's coming to a close.
Carlton come good.
Carlton are flying. Collingwood are going just wonderful for me.
Cats are on top. Liz is happy.
Liz is happy. The wife's happy. Happy wife, good life.
Hawthorn beat the Cats the other day. You were happy.
Doesn't really matter. They're going nowhere. And you would have got the email during the week about our horses coming up for offer in the spring.
Yep.
So we're just getting all that together so you know what's coming, and you can register your interest with Peter.
And another one within 24 hours.
What's happening?
Well, the newsletter will come out tomorrow with it, but we've got a merchandise listing now, Darren.
Have we?
Yes, Darren.
Finally.
Liz has been busy.
I reckon, how many people have been asking for jackets and coats and
there's
hats?
puffet coats, vests, there's caps, stubby holders, there's our...
Do we have to get new clothes, do we?
Yeah, there's our...
New logo,
what
is
do
it?
you call them? Rugby tops for women and men.
Yep.
And the ATB logo is splashed on some on the front and the back.
Righto.
So
Here we go, just in time for spring.
Anywhere from $50 to $100, and contact Liz, not me or not Darren. Contact
How's
Liz.
it actually going to work?
Well,
You're going to send out an email?
there'll be a mail out to everyone.
And they just do an order?
Yep, then they just ring up Liz with an order.
Yeah, don't ring now. Wait till you get it.
Please.
Liz will be going off
Nothing up on the side. There is a pull down tab on the website as well.
Is it live?
Not yet.
Not yet.
That's what I'm saying in 24 hours.
So it's not there.
No, but the
Can we get done for false advertising?
No, the mail out will be going out tomorrow.
Well, I'm going because I want a coffee.
Yeah, I'm cold.
Until next week,
Go rent some money.
I'm Darren Dance with Peter Morganti. Mitch Friedman, it's up to you this week.